Hey Beth, I just wanted to show you some of these books that came in the mail today, and these are ones that might be good to put in the Words on Wheels activity baskets. This one here is a little one. It shows pictures. It's got really thick pages, and I think that that'll work really well for the little ones.
Excellent.
Oh, and this one here I was very excited about. It's for first words at the farm.
Okay.
And you're going to see pictures and then the words for the pictures. So I think this one will be very good too.
Nice and sturdy.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Of course, one of my favorites is what do you do with a grumpy kangaroo? So I think that's a good story one where the children will realize that there's a storyline involved. Oh my gosh, you're here. Oh, I didn't expect you here this early. So come on in and we'll start talking about growing literacy skills. There are 4 points that I would like to touch upon. The first one is book handling behaviors. That's when children learn about the front of the book, the turning of the pages, and then the back of the book. The second one is looking and recognition. Children look at the pictures and begin to recognize the pictures stand for something. Third one is picture and story comprehension. Toddlers begin to understand the idea that a book tells a story. Story reading behaviors. Infants and toddlers imitate book reading that they have seen adults do, by themselves or with another.
Infants enjoy nursery rhymes and finger plays. Use rhythm and rhyme to captivate and charm infants. Made-up stories about objects, made-up tales can be very simple. Infants like songs that tell stories. Stories with sounds, gestures, and facial expressions. Having fun with your voice and enjoy the telling. Infants will respond to your changing voice and enthusiasm.
What are good books for infants? Babies want their stories read over and over again, so the books have to be enjoyable and interesting to the adults.
Some books should be those that can be handled by a child, others handled with care and reverence so the children can experience both. They need to learn to turn pages, so a cardboard or plastic book is good for a young baby. A book with thick pages is good for a 1-year-old to handle, and books with thinner pages good for a 2-year-old.
They need to have accurate photographs or drawings of real things.
They should have vivid colors and illustrations.
And reflect the child's own experiences and culture.
They should honor and observe the diversity the child will experience.
Make sure they can be touched and chewed.
And of course, beautiful.
What are good books for toddlers? The child's family is their base for learning, so understanding and supporting their family culture is very important.
The book should be playful and surprising.
Colorful and engaging.
Books with repetition allow them to learn patterns.
They should reflect their family's language and experiences.
The more we involve toddlers in participating, the more fun we'll have, and some examples could be
nursery rhymes. Bring out the storyline. Tell a nursery rhyme like a little story about little Miss Muffet.
Stories about themselves. Invite them to join you in telling, including actions or repeated lines that they can say with you.
Familiar tales like the 3 Bears.
Stories that they can join in and act out. The Itsy Bitsy Spider.
What are good books for preschoolers? Once again, we want children to have books that reflect their own families. We want you to pause so that they can ask questions or provide conjecture on what do you think will happen next? Books with simple words that they begin to recognize.
We want their books to reflect their family cultures and experiences.
Try to engage children to ask questions about the book.
Preschoolers can begin to read by themselves and should be encouraged to do so.
Some examples: using dramatic play that lets them act out a story in a familiar book, such as Goldilocks and the 3 Bears or the 3 Little Pigs, or One of the new twists, that's a twist on an old story, the fourth little pig, who is the sister and very brave. Or the three little wolves and a big bad pig.
Pretending to read to you and others, and playing fill in the blanks by reading back and forth with an adult.
At each visit, our Words on Wheels volunteers will provide every child our required early childhood book activity. You begin by describing the elements of the book: the front of the book, the back of the book, the title, and then you tell them that the author is the person who wrote the words. An illustrator is the person who drew the pictures. And a photographer is the person who took the pictures with a camera.
Use your finger to follow along with the words. Let the child point out things of interest to keep them engaged. Adapt your behavior to their signals and regularly ask yourself what they want.
We ask our volunteers to complete a brief online report after each visit. That will ask for the name of the book that was provided to each child and the other activities performed.
We ask that at least 3 of these 4 activities be provided at each visit. Number 1, the early childhood book activity is required. Then the volunteer can choose from the other activities from the Words on Wheels activity bags.
Number 2 could be music, either with the instrument provided or in just singing a catchy song.
Number 3 could be play acting with a puppet. Number 4, blowing bubbles.
Tell the children in descriptive words everything you are doing. We want to immerse the children in language.
Reading and playing with children may be serious business when it comes to making a difference in a child's life, but it also means to be fun. Enjoy your time. Don't be afraid to let the little one turn the pages, read from the back to the front, repeat or skip pages.
It is our belief that by improving childhood literacy skills to the youngest, the benefits will be felt in the long-term results that can have on the next generation and, more significantly, change our society.
Congratulations. You have completed the Bubbles to Books Words on Wheels educational training. Great job. Thank you for joining us in this important road to impacting lives, one community, one child at a time.
Once the required health, TB test results, and the approval of the background check are processed and complete within your file, you will be contacted and guided to the calendar of locations, dates, and times of the volunteer opportunities.
And remember, we're taking the words to them. So have fun, yes, interact, read, sing, and play, and enjoy. And again, thank you so very much. You do make a difference.